With this current monsoon weather pattern, the head of Colorado Springs Emergency Management's warning that our area is due for what he calls the 100-year flood. Excuse me. He's urging everyone to pay attention when we post those flood advisories, the watches and warnings. James Jarman joins us live. JJ, the Springs, we've seen a lot of flooding before, some of the worst where you are right now.
Yeah, Rob, I'll give you a little perspective where we are. This is the Cimarron Street Bridge back here, and then when you look down over to the side, you can see the confluence of Monument and Fountain Creeks. Now, the city's emergency management director says our recent wet weather is similar to what it was before the city's worst flood ever.
We're used to this by now. Every year, the rain and hail hit. The streets flood, and drivers get stuck.
Historically in our city, it's always flash flooding and it happens very, very quickly.
We were planning to talk to Emergency Management Director Brett Waters about safety and the anniversary of the deadliest natural disaster in Colorado history, the Big Thompson River flood. 34 years ago, it killed 144 people. With our current monsoon weather, we wanted to give you some safety tips. Then Waters upped the ante.
I hate to say it, but we're due for a bigger flood. And we had some flooding in '99, but we've had historic floods.
He even brought pictures of the flood of 1935, saying this type of thing could happen again. We found more pictures at the library. The flood swept through downtown. It was a mile wide at the confluence of Monument and Fountain Creeks. Several bridges were wiped out, including Colorado Avenue and the Bijou Bridge. A little farther south, Pueblo flooded in 1921. The Pueblo Reservoir was built to prevent a flood like that again. But in the Springs, flash flooding on a massive scale worries emergency managers.
There's historic floods that have happened here. There's probably going to be more historic floods that happen in the future that could be very deadly. And so we want to make sure people are aware of that and understand the potential.
He says even if we don't see the big one anytime soon,
thank you so much.
People should always be prepared for the worst.
Now go ahead, look at your screen. There are a few safety tips during a flash flood. Obviously, you want to get to higher ground. If there's a flood advisory, watch or warning, be aware of the creeks and ditches near you that could flood. And as always, don't walk or drive through a flooded area. 6 inches of moving water can move a vehicle. And for more safety tips, head on over to newsfirst5.com. In Colorado Springs, James Jarman, News First 5.
James, thanks. Always a good reminder.